Welcome to the Assistive Technology and Universal Design for Learning Loan Library. We believe in the power of technology to help all students achieve high academic standards. As part of the Florida's MTSS projects, the online resource library is designed to help districts and schools implement a universal, differentiated core curriculum based on the Florida best standards. The assistive technologies available in this library can be used to identify which technologies will best support students with disabilities to participate and progress in this core curriculum. The universal design for learning technologies can be used to identify effective instructional pedagogies that support highly effective learning environments. Accounts are only available to individuals approved by district ESE directors and staff members of the Bureau of Exceptional Student Education discretionary projects. The Assistive Technology and Universal Design for Learning Loan Library tutorial series will take part in 6 episodes. Episode 1, First Time Logging In and Overview. 2, Making an Order. 3, Comparing Items. 4, Writing a Product Review. 5, Unpacking an Order. 6, Packing an Order for Return. Episode 4, Writing a Product Review. There are 2 main purposes for product reviews. 1, looking at data or feedback from previous trials, and 2, provide your detailed information on your product trial to others. Once you have typed in the URL www.at-udl.net, this takes you to the storefront or the Loan Library homepage. Today I'll be shopping for 2 student trials. I'm interested in getting an iPad with the switch, and I'm also looking to get an instructional support that I can use for a gaming activity. So the first thing I'm going to start with is I'm going to go to Categories, and then I'm going to select Mobile Devices and Apps and Cases. The first item that I see is a Hook plus Switch interface, so I'm interested in seeing what that's about, so I'll click here. I can look at the product description. I can also see what the product includes. I can see what it's compatible with. I can also look over to the right and see the brand, the product code, how many are available, and the URL for the item. I also see there's a product review. I can see that over here under the Add to Cart icon where it says 1 review and it's been given 5 stars. I also see it below the picture where it says Reviews, parentheses 1, close parentheses. So I can either click it here or I can click here to read the review. So reviews are very helpful. It's much like when you're shopping at Amazon. You want to read the reviews to see if this is something that you want to purchase. So let's look at this review. So I can see who wrote the review. I can see the date the review was written, and then I can see what they wrote. So let's read that. Preferred the Hook Plus to the Bluetooth switch interface. We didn't have to worry about losing the connection or pairing with this switch interface. I think I like it because it sounds like it's easy to use. It doesn't use Bluetooth, and I know a student would have a hard time trying to reconnect it over and over again to the Bluetooth, so I want them to have the simplest switch available, so this is plug and play. So I'm going to go ahead and add that to my cart. Now I'm interested in looking for an iPad Pro, so I'll type iPad Pro in the search box, and then I will click the magnifying glass. So I'm going to scroll down and look at the page and see what products are available. So I see some mounts and some iPads, and looking at it real quickly, I can see one of the items has a product review. I can see 4 stars, so I'm going to go ahead and select that product. This is the iPad Pro 12.9 inch, so I can see the product description, I can see what the product includes, and what it's compatible with. So I'm going to go ahead and want to read the review, so I'll click here. This review was written by Christy, and I can also see the date. And Christy says this iPad is huge and very heavy, so consider this when selecting it. The size can definitely have its benefits, but plan accordingly. Okay, so I can see this is huge and really heavy, and that's not the iPad that I'm looking for. So I'm going to go back and select a regular size iPad to use with the student trial. So now I want to look for something that I can use in my classroom during gaming activity. So I'm going to go to Categories, Then I'm going to select Instructional Supports and More. So under my refined search category, I can see I can select toys and gaming, so I'm going to select that. And if I scroll down, I can see an alternate spinner, and it also has a product review. Let's go ahead and check that out. So I can read the product description, and then I can also see what the product includes. I can see what the product does not include, and if I scroll down a little bit, I can even see some resources. So this sounds like something that I want to try to use. But first, let me look at the reviews. So this one was written by T. Jeffs, and the date it was written you can also see. And this one says, "This is a great tool to encourage all my students to participate in the learning activity. I used it without the dice template and placed story characters on the outside and the 5W questions on the inside. For example, the class was reading Where the Red Fern Grows, and a student would spin it and it would land on Old Dan and who. Then the students would have to tell who little Dan was in the story. Students loved it. Everyone participated." So I really like this because it also gives me ideas that I can use it during a curriculum activity for the Florida Best Standards English Language Arts. And I can also use it for a gaming activity, which was my initial intent. So I'm going to go ahead and add that to the cart, and then I'm going to check out. Now I want to provide my detailed information on a product trial that I just finished using. I just finished using the Wireless Wave Rollerball. Type in Wireless Wave Rollerball in the search box and click the magnifying glass, or I can click Computer Access and More, and in the refined search area select Mouse Alternatives, and here we see the Wireless Wave Rollerball. So I'm going to go ahead and select the item. Then I'm going to click Write a Review. I have to log in order to write a review. So click My Account, select Login, enter in my email and password, and select Login again. Select the Home button. Go ahead and type Wireless Wave Rollerball in the search box, and then click Magnifying Glass. And here we can see the Wireless Wave Rollerball once again. Click on the item, select Write a Review. Let me scroll down a little bit. You'll need to complete all the sections in the review section. So you'll want to type in your name, your review, rating from 1 to 5 stars, enter this code in the box, and then submit Continue. And then you'll see that your review will be immediately posted. Thank you for attending Episode 4, Writing a Product Review, and we look forward to seeing you at a future episode.